later that summer, I packed up my things and I moved to New York. Now, things were looking a little dicey. I didn't have a job and I didn't have a place to live, but I finally nailed down a place to live in Astoria, Queens, next to a funeral parlor. Aside from that, it wasn't a bad place. Astoria is a great part of town. My mom and I drove a Ryder truck 18 hours up to New York, and she helped me unload my things and drop me off. And a couple of days later, I immediately started looking for work. I applied to 3 different temp firms, and a week later, I was actually working on the trading floor as an administrative assistant at JP Morgan Chase. It wasn't too bad. I was there for a couple months, but I did have a little bit of money saved aside that my grandparents had left me for when I graduated college. But I knew that that job wasn't going to get me anywhere. So knowing that I had a little bit of something to rely on, I put in my notice and I began looking for a full-time job. It took me a couple months, and it was tough, and it nearly depleted all of my funds. But I ended up landing a job as a back office financial analyst at Lehman Brothers down at the World Financial Center, the financial district. And I really enjoyed working there. And once I had benefits, I started making overdue checkups, both the doctor and the dentist. So you may be asking, where is this all going? Well, during 2000 and 2001, Pearl Jam released a shitload of bootlegs, and you better believe that I bought a shitload of bootlegs, especially hunting down the 8-man ones. If you don't know what those are, go Google search, you'll figure it out. But they also released a live DVD called Touring Band, which had a great collection of live songs. I ordered it, I hadn't watched it until I went to the dentist. And during the checkup with the dentist, he informed me that I needed a root canal. But he said, you know, it wouldn't be too bad. He had this new thing that his patients loved. It was this really weird VR headset with headphones. And you know, it looked like what you would see nowadays for VR. And while he was working on your teeth, you could bring in a DVD and watch it while he was doing the procedure. So what did I bring? Touring Band, which is the biggest mistake in my life. This is another instance of life making an impact on the music, because for years I could not even think or look at that DVD without feeling nauseous. And it took me forever before I could actually watch that DVD again. But when I did, I realized that this was one of the quintessential rock and roll live albums. It captured exactly the mood of the band at the time. And it's one of the best DVDs they've done for sure. And from a live perspective, I don't think there's many better aside from full performances. So this is 79 Days and Counting.